It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Imagine giving away your thriving company to combat climate changes and environmental issues. And that's precisely what Yvon Chouinard did, the founder of Patagonia. While this may seem like a radical move, it may even seem irrational, to be honest with you, it poses a question. How can you take an unconventional approach like purpose and create success in the world of sales? Patagonia's journey was no walk in the park. Yvon Chouinard committed to environmental causes. It led to radical choices, from civil disobedience training for her employees to facing legal battles against sitting presidents. Here's an interesting fact, by the way. Patagonia's reputation isn't a brand strategy. It mirrors Chouinard's values. Now, this unconventional approach, as we see it, it really has a great lesson for us as it relates to sales leadership. Patagonia's initiatives, from civil disobedience training to environmental internship programs, reflects her commitment to creating positive change in the world. Now, how does this translate to sales for you listening as a CEO? Imagine where you create an environment, you create a company culture where employees or anyone who works for you are embarked and allowed to take risk, supporting their growth and in a cause they really believe in. The lesson here is really aligning your core values with the actions that the company takes. And when you do that, you can build a customer loyalty just around the purpose that you stand on. What's my big takeaway for you as a CEO? Sales leadership through purpose. Put that down in your notes if you're taking notes. Sales leadership through purpose. Having a sales system, a sales strategy, but also sales leadership that aligns with a higher purpose other than profits, a higher purpose other than sales, a higher purpose other than a company just exists. It's a purpose to make a difference in the world. Patagonia's commitment to environmental causes didn't hinder its growth. It enhanced the brand. It attracted customers who shared similar values. But more importantly, in the world of sales, being authentic and purpose-driven, which sales strategies led to increasing revenue, profitability, and, well, the juggernaut that we know today, you might even be wearing the brand right now, is all around values. You do those three things, and you will see your sales results go up, 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 up and away, because it's all about purpose. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, the host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle show. Every morning, we start off with our goals, our own purpose, our own mission. Now, it's a little slightly different, but it's along the same way for CEOs. This is a place where CEOs come together. It's a place where we get together to be in the conversation, to review and look at their sales department. So we have one value here that's one of our core mantras. We say it every single morning, and it's: if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Why? Because sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. And without sales, there's always more money going out, and you know that to be true, I'm sure, than there is coming in. What's the point, Shay? What's the message of your mantra? Selling is serious business. So repeat after me, as we do every single morning. Repeat after me. If you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. And then we look over and say, okay, what's our pledge? What are we going to do to support our mantra? What are we going to do to be in the conversation, to be true to our values? Well, as a CEO, for your sales organization, not talking about the rest of the company, for the sales organization, it's about learn, earn, and return. So this is our pledge that we make to ourselves. Repeat after me. I have to learn something new. Now, this is important for the sales organization. This is you as a CEO. I know it sounds corny, but follow along. In order to earn new revenue, because you're bringing new revenue from current clients, in order to get new and old clients to return, I must learn, earn, and return. Now, what are our objectives? Why do we get together? Why do you show up? Why should you be here for 15 minutes? Why should you tune in? Well, number one, we're going to take a look at the sales organization, the sales department. And that's you as a CEO. You're responsible for it. So we have this conversation with other CEOs. Number two is to address any roadblocks. We just did a complete case study. It wasn't always easy. It wasn't always rainbow cupcakes and unicorns, but it's possible. And number three, just keep in the forefront of our core values, which are the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know, and understand in order to be profitable and grow the business. Sales pillar number one, a CEO one-page sales plan. Now, if you don't have a one-page sales plan and you haven't downloaded it yet and you're operating, you're in business, then go do it now, please. I mean, I know I say this every morning, but there's still a number of folks who just haven't taken time to go do it. So go to www.ceosalesplan.com, download the one-page CEO sales plan, and set it up so you can follow that. Number two, sales cycle. What is the cycle that our clients go through from the time we connect with them to the time we communicate in our community until the time they're ready to convert or come on board and work with us? Number three, our sales message. What are the words that we're saying from the sales organization, from the sales team to our ideal clients? Because we understand our words will make us rich. Number four, the CEO sales dashboard. We call it sales indicators. So yeah, we're going to look at 5 indicators. We're going to measure those 5 indicators. We're going to review those 5 indicators. We're going to allocate the resources to those 5 indicators. And in allocating the resources, that's where the magic happens. And number 5 is to have a super sexy sales team. You need a sales team because you're not going to do all this yourself. Now, I always like to go over the 5 sales pillars because there's only 5 that you need. And in a minute, we're going to get to the most important part, which I always love to do, which is what? Yeah, I know. I get it. The CEO sales dashboard. Yes. Okay. Now, for those folks who are tuning in for the very first time, welcome. For those folks who are every morning at 8 a.m., 11 a.m., 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, do me a favor. Look right below the video. If you can watch us on social media and put hashtag I'm here. Just check in. You can see me, but I can't see you. And there's other CEOs that are watching that gather from all over the world. And you're watching this right now. Just put hashtag I'm here. You're here representing reviewing your sales organization, the one area that's going to generate revenue. If you're watching the replay, congratulations. We appreciate you. Do me a favor, drop a hashtag replay down. Put a hashtag replay. You're in the conversation. We appreciate you. And for all the folks that are on social media right now, or you're on one of the on-demand streaming platforms, and you can't make any comments, right? Maybe you're on Roku, Apple TV, maybe you're streaming on demand on Amazon right now. Just drop me a note. Go over to @IamCheBrown and let me know you're here, number one. And number two, any of you, how can we add more value as we get together as CEOs? I love the comments. I love the feedback. I respond to every single one. Why do we get together, and why does the CEO Sales Huddle exist? The CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster. So you can already sell, I get it, but how do you do it more faster? What's our big why? It's about sales growth, accountability, and consistency. So we're looking at moving forward. We only ask for 15 minutes a day, every single day, 15 minutes a day. Why 15 minutes? Well, because there are 1,440 minutes in every day. And so you've got to allocate your time. You got to allocate your resources. So I'm like, look, tune in for 15 minutes. It's 15 minutes a day. There are 1,440 minutes in a day. This is the focus on the one area that generates revenue. And I know you have a lot going on, right? But can you imagine a CEO, you go all day long and, well, you're not focused on sales. That's why we have our mantra. If you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Our number one outcome for the CEO Sales Huddle every single morning is $100,000 plus a month of consistent, predictable, reliable income. And this is over and beyond whatever you're earning. There's a revenue goal. That's why we show up every single morning. That's why you're in the conversation around the CEO sales dashboard. You're around the conversation around measuring and managing what needs to be taking place. So now we're going to move to the most important part that we do every single morning, which I really love, which is the CEO sales dashboard. And the CEO sales dashboard, this segment was created because there was a number of folks out there as CEOs, as executives, as sales managers, sales leaders, sales directors, and they're like, hey, look, what should I focus on? I'm responsible at the end of the day, Shay, which you are responsible at the end of the day. It's your call. You make the call as a CEO, and I've got to allocate people, processes, and tools in many different areas. What does the sales organization need? And I used to always bring up, look, can we just take a look at these 5 core areas? I know you got key metrics in the business. I know everyone's putting all these reports in front of you, or in some cases, you're the CEO yourself. You're wearing all the hats. And can we just raise our hand and say, this is what we need in the sales organization? Let's take a look at our leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. Now, the reason you're in this conversation every single morning, sometimes it isn't just to get anything new. It's for it to be top of mind to you. And you're thinking, okay, either I'm not doing this at all, Shay, I'm not even reviewing this, or in many cases, I'm doing some of this, Shay, but I know I could do it better, or I'm doing it well and it's time to put the gasoline on it, okay? Depending on where you are. 5. So do me a favor. Go download the CEO Sales Dashboard right now. You can go to www.CEO Sales Dashboard. CEO Sales Dashboard. You can download it now. Once you download, it's going to look like this. If they're bringing it up, I hope they're bringing it up. It's going to be an Excel sheet. Now, you might be saying, Shay, why am I downloading this? Why do I have to go get it now? Well, you probably subscribe to this school of thought. It's one of our schools of thought. And here it is around the CEO Sales Dashboard. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. So we boiled it down to 5 indicators. Now, if you're watching right now and you're the CEO, you're like, okay, Shay, you're the chief sales officer of this company. What do you need? I'm thinking to myself, look, we need people, processes, and tools. And I want to look at 5 areas that drive the whole sales. And remember, our mantra every morning when we get started, it hasn't changed. If you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business, because sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. And without sales, there's always more money going out, I promise you, than there is coming in. So there's 5 indicators. There's leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. Now, you download this. Go to www.ceosales.org. Go all the way to across. It's not a beat me up session. This is for us to take an assessment to measure where we are. How many leads came in yesterday? Now, today I'm going to talk about offers today. But how many leads came in yesterday? And then how many were qualified? Now, you can change those categories. And then look at the last 7 days. Look at the last 30 days. Review the trend. Now, if you haven't done this, it's okay. This is free. It don't cost you anything. Okay. Maybe you have a better tool. If you have a better tool, use yours. But 99% of people I work with never had something like this. We created it because there was a huge gap for CEOs that were busy, already overwhelmed, and doing a lot of other things with the marketing department, the branding department, the operations department, doing new websites, doing new PR stuff, doing everything. And there was no resources allocated. And it's not a good thing or a bad thing that some people didn't know, to the sales organization. So I'm like, look, we need this. Okay. It shows what's going on. Let's take a look at offers today. Now, I'm very passionate about the sales dashboard. I'm probably spending way too much freaking time than I need on this. But the CEO Sales Dashboard has changed the trajectory for more CEOs, entrepreneurs, sales managers, sales directors. They've got the fancy CRMs. But when they look at it from this view of the world, which is a sales view for the sales organization, they've allocated more resources that we needed inside the sales organization. Because they said, you know what, we're not even making enough offers. We're going to just look at offers right now. I'm going to pick one area. Give me 1 minute. I promise you, give me 1 minute. This might create the greatest breakthrough for your freaking entire year. And if some of you are out there like, Shay, I like what I'm hearing, but I need some help, drop me a DM. Just go over to @IamShayBrown, and you can do it on social media or Instagram if you want, and say, Shay, let's get together. Can you customize it for me? And you can do it yourself because you have the Excel sheet. I'm going to take a look at one area. And the one area I want to take a look at today is offers. Now, can you imagine? You're busy. I get it. You've got a lot going on. And so you're like, okay, Shay, I've got leads wired. I've got appointments wired. My team is running appointments. The team is setting appointments. We've got automated systems. We've got webinars, and we've got video sales letters. I've got it all going on, but the sales aren't coming in. And so my first question would be, go to offers. And an offer means your team has at least made an offer to somebody, right? And how many offers were made yesterday? Maybe to get a credit card, maybe for an ACH payment. That means they're going to pay to your bank account. Maybe for a wire payment. Maybe an offer to sign a contract. And not only look at the offers made yesterday, look at the offers, how many offers were made the day before, and how many offers were made the day before that. And then take a look at the trend for the last 7 days. And it's possible for some of you, this is maybe the biggest gap. Now, I'm not saying it is, because you're all at different places, different spaces. But give yourself credit when you make an offer for the next step. And maybe the next step is you made an offer, you're sending them the contract, which has signed contract on here, but they've got to review it. Makes sense. Maybe you made an offer. The next step is, let's get together. I'm going to have all my banking information, and we're going to just wire the money over to you. And you've already sent them the wire instructions, and you set an appointment up just to review it one last time. What is the next step? Now, many are different places, different spaces. But I want you to be honest with your sales organization. And I want you to know, if there was one gift you could give me today is, hey, Shay, I'm going to send you how many offers we made yesterday, how many offers we made last week, and how many offers we made over the last 30 days. And some of you, I don't know if we talk about this, but I got to go. This is, we're kind of over time. But I got an email, and someone showed me theirs where under offers, they got offers for 3 different products. And it's the core product and then 2 sub-products. Cool. You can break it down that way because you have the Excel sheet. All right. This is a game changer. This one piece will change your life if you're let it. I promise you that. All right, I got to go. So let's now do the next segment. The next segment is celebrate wins. Celebrate wins. We don't beat ourselves up every morning as CEOs. When we show up, we know we're working hard. So we're going to acknowledge what's working. Powerful people ask powerful questions because questions, they're focused. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So 3 questions that we're going to ask ourselves. You ask yourself this right now. We're going to celebrate wins. Number 1, what are you most proud of? If I could bring you online today, you represent your sales organization. You're the CEO, okay? And what are you most proud of yesterday for the sales organization? What was your biggest accomplishment yesterday for the sales organization? Maybe it was just showing up. Maybe it was being in the CEO sales huddle and really downloading the CEO dashboard, and you yourself fill it out every morning when you show up. Some of you fill it out on this call. That's cool. Best use of 15 minutes of your time, by the way. What do you want to brag about? You're like, I'm just so excited. I just want to really brag about it. Acknowledge it. We don't just beat ourselves up. No. That's not what we do here. Here, we're honest. Here, we're CEOs who are trying to make a difference. Okay, get off your bandwagon shit. I got it. Next segment. Our next segment is overcoming any obstacles that you may have. Somehow, I was just acting up. Any obstacles that you may have. What was your biggest roadblock for the sales department yesterday? And we're not talking about the sales department. I'm not worried about marketing. I'm not worried about branding. I'm not worried about copywriting. I'm not worried about PR. I'm not worried about operations. I'm not worried about your admin. In the sales organization, what is preventing you today from moving forward? And then what's the one thing you can do as you're watching right now? And this is not a beat me obsession. This is truthful. What's the one thing you can do that if you did it, it would move the sales organization forward? This is very important. I know I'm over it. Over time, I get it. But I want you to hear what my heart is. And where my heart is for many of you out here, the one thing holding the company back from really generating the revenue it needs so you can purchase resources is really the sales organization may need some help. And maybe you haven't paid attention to it. It's okay. Or maybe you're working at it every day as hard as you can. But what's the one thing you can do as a CEO? Is it allocate resources? Is it allocate time? Is it you need to get involved? What is it? And I want you to think about what's the one thing you can do, not what isn't happening, what you can do. And maybe just have a conversation. Maybe just have a conversation with somebody at my level. And you're like, hey, Shay, I just want to have a conversation about how I can customize this for me, for where I'm at, for my level. If that's you, shoot me a DM. Just go over to @IamChayBrown. You can do it right on social media. And just drop me a DM and say, hey, Shay, let's have a conversation. I want to customize my sales dashboard for my sales organization. Okay, whatever it may be. You're already amazing. I know you're already incredible, but my message to you today would be one thing I know about all superstars, and every one of you watching and tune in, you're a superstar. You're already incredible. You're already amazing, or you wouldn't be watching. You wouldn't be here now. But superstars all hold one common belief. Do you know what that belief is? The belief they can always get better. And that's why you showed up. So congratulations. Acknowledge yourself. Take your right hand to your right hand. Take your left hand to your left hand. I know it sounds so corny. It sounds so crazy. But just pat yourself on the back, seriously. And just acknowledge yourself for the winner that you already are, for the successful CEO that you are, for the caring CEO that you are. Maybe like the company case study we talked about this morning. You have a cause. You have a purpose. You have a mission. And you're all in. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being part of the CEO Sales Huddle. We appreciate every single one of you. If I haven't told you recently, you're incredible. You're amazing. You're a successful CEO. You're an awesome CEO. You're a game changer CEO. You're a CEO that's making a difference in the environment, in the lives of individuals, in the businesses of the folks. For just that reason, I celebrate you. And today, as you're watching, is your January 1st. Doesn't that feel good? Because of just that one reason, I believe as a CEO, your best is still yet to come. They haven't seen it yet. Your best is yet to come. Your best is still yet to come. With that being said, my name, by the way, hadn't changed. It's still Che Brown, the happy entrepreneur, the host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all you're doing. I got to run. We're in well over overtime. Peace. Let's connect over on social media. Drop me a DM. Let me know how we can best serve you. What am I doing? At I am Che Brown. I'm out. I'm in overtime. Whew. Peace.